Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video, I would like to share to you about this tower cooler from Zalman. Now, the name of this product is one that I find difficult to remember. So it is the CNPS 13X DS Black. Yes, something that I really couldn't mention it without actually looking at it. Again, CNPS 13X DS Black. So it is a tower cooler retailing at about the RM200 price point. And what's really nice about this cooler is, as what you saw in the introduction, is that it has a digital reading for your CPU temperature, which is great. I like things like this that has a display. And what are the nice things about this tower cooler is that it's symmetrical and you have an option. It comes with additional clip for you to, in case you want to place an additional fan. And it's as you can see, black color, really nice. It's, at least at this price point, it's not those with no coating, which is silver colored, kind of boring. And one thing I like to highlight is that on the box you might see something like this, where there is protrusion here. Well, that has nothing to do with the display. I've been seeing that in price lists and everywhere else. I wonder what is that. So that's actually just a mounting point over here, which you can see if once you install. So overall installation is very nice. I installed it on an Intel motherboard because typically it is the Intel systems with the mounting that is difficult to set up. If you use some coolers, their Intel bracket is very tedious to set up, where you have to place the mounting piece and then place 4 of the stubs and hopefully hold it and not detach from what you have placed. For Zalman's, it is a nice piece that has the 4 stubs all in place. You just have to match the holes on the motherboard, and after that secure the screws to the mounting bracket, and it's all good. I do have a bit of difficulty installing the fan, as in clipping it, simply because the rubber grommets, or should I say the vibration padding on the corners of the fan, it has some cutout, but the cutout was all on the top piece but not the bottom piece. So I changed basically swap it around so that the cutout is on the area that it's clipping on, because if there's no cutout, it makes it very difficult for the clip to hold onto the fan properly and difficult to latch on the heatsink proper. And in the process, I actually broke one of the top covers. It is a nice touch to have the top cover, and I'm glad they provided one extra. It just, the one extra is when you want to put another fan, you can clip on it. However, it's just, I tried my best, but I still broke it. So just take note of that. You might do better than me. I tried to be careful with that, but I still broke one, but at least one is still intact. Now the heatsink comes with the software, and the software is just install and you get it up and running all fine. And it has ARGB connectivity, so you can connect it to your motherboard and set the colors. All good with that. Now let's talk about the performance. I use it with an Intel Ultra 5 245K, simply because Intel CPU, it's easier for me to see the temperature, which unlike AMD ones where it will just max out everything and I will have to monitor what's the speed. So that's the explanation for that. So I did 2 tests, one on the Cinebench R23 for load test, production load typically, and then one is in a gaming test, which I use Cyberpunk 2077, and the readings are under full load, workload, it goes up to 80 degrees Celsius, while on gaming it reaches 69 degrees Celsius. Now this is just stock settings for the CPU. So for a CPU at about 1500-ish price point, paired with this 200 ringgit cooler, it actually works fine. Of course, you wouldn't be spending this one to cool an Ultra 9 or any more powerful CPUs, or for higher workloads and such. But for generally An Ultra 245K is running at 69 degrees Celsius. So you definitely can go on a higher CPU, run gaming load with this tower cooler, and likely it will be working fine, especially if you have a good airflow case and your ambient environment is not warm. One more thing, yeah, the fan, it has the fan blade is of the annular type, meaning that it is joined so it won't be hitting anything like your fingers or whatever else and possibly break the fan blade. So yeah, the finish here, you just have to be careful not to scratch it or anything, and you tend to have some, you won't see it after you install it on the PC, but you might see some oil marks and it's a bit tough to remove, but that's a small matter. Overall, this is a great product, and yep, if you're looking for a tower cooler, this might be the one for you. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.